Hey, my name is Bill Kinnard. We're going to go ahead and get started with maximizing sales opportunities. I am with Grandy Associates. I've certainly had the opportunity to meet a couple of you in a couple of past meetings. For those who I haven't had the opportunity to meet in the past, just to give you a little bit of my background and kind of where I'm coming from. Yeah, I do a lot of factory authorized dealer training. I'm one of the approved trainers for Carrier and Bryant, and so pretty much spend my time going across the country dealing with working with contractors. Now, our company, Grandy Associates, typically focuses on the numbers side of the business. You know, we're working on the business side. You know, what's my break-even rate? What do I charge per hour? How do I price out jobs? How do I put together a cash flow budget? What would I ever do with one if I actually had one? We're dealing with all that. And the interesting perspective that we get is we're working not only with HVAC contractors, but we deal with all trades. Right. Plumbing, electrical, landscape, pool and spa, irrigation, lock and security. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, we're dealing with them in some way, shape, or form. And so we have that you know, a little bit different perspective on that side because we start to see the things that are common and the things that are a little bit different amongst the various trades. How did we get to where we are? Because it kind of colors where we are. And here's the thing, is regardless of who we're dealing with across the country, we find out easily 95% of contractors in all trades have the exact same beginning. And that's that we started out as a technician or installer working for somebody else. Would you agree? Right? That's the way we kind of got started in it. And we're working in the field, and one day we were on a job, probably kind of a nasty job. We're not having any fun. It was 140 degrees, and the sweat and the spiders are going down the back, and we're in the crawl space or the attic space. And again, we just spent 2 hours getting yelled at from the customer because the house was too hot, and we're dealing with all this stuff. And all of a sudden the light bulb goes on, and it's, wait a minute. I'm getting paid $10, $15, $20 an hour. It really doesn't matter what the number is, right? Because I know the boss is charging some ridiculous rate like, you know, $80, $90, $120, $150 an hour. I'm the one out here doing all the work, and the boss is getting rich. Because we all know it's not that hard to run a contracting company. All you have to be willing to do is A, sit back and collect lots and lots of money, and B, tell other people what to do. And if we can do that, it's easy, right? I remember it wasn't all that long ago going into Los Angeles. Now, I flew into town. When I do these, I got into town late last night, right? Drive over here. I'll do this today. As soon as I'm done, I'm going to get on an airplane and head someplace else. I flew to Los Angeles, got in there about 10:30 at night, and I had about a 45-minute drive over to the airport just so I could get up the next morning and do it over again. And I get into the car, and it's one of those that, you know, and the guy at the Avis counter says, well, Mr. Kinnard, today we're going to put you in a Ford C-Max. I'm going, haven't heard of one of those yet. Right, I go out there, it's a push-button start. You push the button, absolutely nothing happens. Right? And so I push the button again. Nothing happens. I'm going, come on, just find me a pillow already. Pretty soon I see all these green leaves growing across my dashboard, and I'm going, no, really? Could it be? I put the car in reverse, it starts backing up. I'm going, son of a gun. Not a sound. It's kind of weird driving through downtown LA with not a sound. That's one of these, the engine doesn't even come to life until you hit 35, 40 miles an hour. So I'm moving along. Now, you guys have been in those vehicles already, right? A couple of squirrels and a few tightly wound rubber bands, right? What happens when you step on the gas? Nothing, right? Come on, baby, you can do it. I know you can. It's kind of like taking your life into your hands. Right? This thing had a little spit to it. I'd step on the gas and it was gone. Every time I'd step on the brake, the dashboard would again come to life and tell me, you know, how much of the kinetic energy of stopping this vehicle was going back into the batteries in the form of electricity. I found out that after, 24 hours of driving this car, 92% of all my stopping energy went back into the batteries. I found myself going, I can hit 94 before I turn it in. I know I can. I'm driving it different. If every time I hit the brake hard, it'd pop up and go, not really efficient. And another leaf would fall off my tree, and I'm going, darn. Now, I'm not a hybrid guy, right? I've never owned one before. Suddenly, I'm thinking a little bit different about hybrid vehicles. Okay, so we got to offer choices. The fourth principle basically is that your presentation manner absolutely will impact their preferences. Okay, Kinnard says I got to offer them choices. Okay, so we've got our good, we got our better, we got our best option, right? And we've got those laid out. You've already shot yourself in the foot. You've absolutely shot yourself in the foot at that point. Again, you go to a car dealership, what's the very first vehicle they put you in? What do they put you in? The nicest one they got, right? Why don't they put you in the Yugo first? Right? They put you in the nicest. They want you to experience it. They want you to see what's possible, right? Oh, these heated and cooled leather seats and the steering wheel, right? And the panoramic roof and the options and the backup camera. And this thing is like so cool, right? I love this car. I look good in this car. I can't possibly afford this car, but I love this car, right? You now see what's available, right? You see what's possible, right? If they put you in the Yugo first, by God, you might buy it. You know as well as I, we don't make any money at that level. We have to start at the top and work our way down. And there's 2 points here, right? Number one, that price desensitization, right? Let them see first what's available. What they see first, they will compare everything to the first item that you show them.